Chapter 2. Two worlds on the same ground. Morning did not arrive quietly. The silence was already there. Only this time, it was closer. When the humans woke, something was missing from the valley. The birds were gone. No calls, no traces of wings. As if during the night, someone had silenced every living thing that passed through the valley. No one said it out loud. But everyone noticed. The silence had changed. The ash around the fire had not been disturbed. But the tracks were clearer. One of the humans crouched down, touched the ground. It was damp, but it had not rained. This ground had been walked on by someone all night long, and that someone had circled the camp, but had not entered it. Not yet. The young hunter wanted to speak, but the old man stopped him with a raised hand. Sound, or traveled too far. In this valley, no one knew where sound went. The old man stood slowly, and for the first time, stepped away from the fire. The fire held them together, but at the same time, made everyone visible. Above the valley, the wind moved differently. The Neanderthal felt it. The wind carried the human scent. Smoke from the fire. Fat. Sweat. This smell was not new, but this many of them. That was new. The Neanderthal knelt, touched the ground. There were human footprints, but among them were his own. This was an overlap, and overlaps were rarely accidental. The humans did not decide to break camp. That mattered. Because when humans are afraid, they do two things. They run or they stay. And staying is always more dangerous. Toward midday, the hunters swept the valley. There were no animals, none grazing, none fleeing, none hiding, as if the valley had been emptied of life. That was not natural. One hunter returned. His hands were empty, but on his face, there was something else. He did not say, "Someone is watching us." He said only this: "We are not alone." The Neanderthal watched from a distance. He tried to understand the humans' order. They made fire. They stayed close together. They made noise. But the strange thing was this: the humans were not listening to the land. They were not reading scent. They were not reading the wind, as if the world revolved around them. That was dangerous to the Neanderthal, because those who behave like this are either very powerful or completely unaware. In the afternoon, the child went quiet again, but this time he did not disappear. He simply did not speak. His mother knelt, looked into his face. The child's eyes were not on the fire, but on the dark side of the valley. She did not ask, "What did you see?" Because sometimes asking a question calls the answer. The old man spoke to the child, quietly. No one heard. But then the old man stood and said, for the first time, "These lands were full before us." This was not information. It was acceptance. The Neanderthal did not decide in that moment. He did not rush to decide. The humans rushed. He did not. Because this land did not forgive haste. He only watched. Which human was louder? Which one lagged behind? Which one was afraid? And fear always leaves tracks. As the sun set, the wind changed direction. The smoke from the fire did not drift into the camp, but into the valley. It was a sign, but no one saw it as one. They only fed the fire again. When night fell, the sounds returned, but they were not familiar sounds. A stone rolled, but no one threw it. A branch snapped, but no one was walking. And these sounds were beyond the fire. The humans formed a circle. It was instinctive, the same fear, the same center. But when fear gathers everyone into one place, there's nowhere left to run. The Neanderthal was closer now, but unseen. Remaining unseen was part of strength. The humans watched the fire, but the darkness was larger than the fire. There was a brief movement. It was not fast. It was quiet, but everyone felt it because the air changed, as if someone had passed very close by, but had not pushed anyone, had not touched anyone. That was worse. The young hunter raised his spear, but he did not throw it, because there was nothing to throw at. Only an absence. An absence is the hardest target. The Neanderthal stopped, measured the human's response. They did not scream. They did not scatter. That was unusual. These humans had not broken yet. That was not good. The night went on. No one slept, but no one ran. Sometimes humans repeat a mistake, again and again. Before dawn, fog settled in. The valley disappeared. The fire inside the fog was suffocating. This was a familiar moment for the Neanderthal. Fog disrupts balance, and then one of the humans noticed. The firelight did not fall on the same place twice, as if something was blocking the light, then pulling back, very slowly. No one said it out loud, because saying it would make it real. But everyone thought the same thing. They are watching us. The Neanderthal stopped one last time, and thought this. These newcomers did not belong